do without one of those essential things. That clues me in of what?
Of the fact that he could potentially, depending on how he liked the other, he could potentially do without one of the necessities.
Absolutely. And what I'm going to do is I said, would you like me now to replace one of those things on the list with what you saw in this home? See, that way I can narrow it down and not be overwhelmed by a list of things that he wants. But I know that I can always get now, and now here's where the emotions really begin to come into play. There's a big difference when they're sitting there very logically saying, I need this, this, and this, and this. But they're going to walk out of the house, and the wife is going to turn to the husband, and you're going to hear her say, oh my God, I love that house. And as soon as I hear the word love, I know that now emotions have taken over. I'm much closer to a sale now because the emotions they're going to buy emotionally. They were shopping logically for a minute, and that went out the window, and now they're looking to buy something emotionally. And that's where I'm going to close them. As soon as I hear somebody say, I love it, look for buying signs. You guys familiar with what buying signs are when you're walking through a house? Mm-hmm. What do we look for? What do you look for a buying sign?
When they start setting up their living room and they're like, oh, you know, I can hang my favorite picture of my grandma right here on the wall.
100%. What else? What other buying signs?
The look in their eye, the smile.
Okay, so could we say body language?
Yeah.
Would be a buying sign?
Language, yeah.
Okay. What else is a buying sign, Greg?
So she said body language. She said
Decorating.
Reconfirming the price.
Reconfirming the price. But that falls under another heading. What about asking questions like, did they say to me, what are the taxes on this property again?
Them asking questions is a buying sign.
Okay, so if they start asking me about, the taxes on the property, another thing could be, what did they write down in the seller's disclosure? You know what the seller's disclosure is, right? Seller's disclosure is a form that they fill out, that the seller fills out, that states anything that they know is wrong with the house.
Oh, they ask you what's wrong with the house.
Yeah. So did they fill out a seller's disclosure? Now, they may or may not fill out the seller's disclosure, because the only problem with the seller's disclosure is if they know that there's something wrong with the house, and yet they don't put it on the disclosure, it's a $500 penalty. So if I know my heating system is shot, I don't know that I'm going to actually put that on my seller's disclosure, because it's either going to cost me $8,000 to replace my heating system or $500 because I didn't. Do the math. Quickly, $7,500 difference. Okay, I'm not going to put it in there. But if they ask that lets me know that they have a real interest in this property. And now when we walk out the door, what am I going to say?
So what offer? What is your offer?
I'm going to ask them to make an offer. I don't know if I would phrase it exactly like that.
Yeah, of course.
But that's exactly what I'm going to do. I already have set up with them that if we see something that they like, we're going to make an offer. They've already given me the green light. Yeah? They've given me the green light that they know that if they find something they like, they're going to make an offer. Now I'm going to say, oh, you guys obviously really love that house, so why don't you say we go back to the office right now, and let me do a CMA for you, and we're going to find out the best possible offer